Live from Juba, on air and online.
This is iRadio News.
Hello, good morning. This is iRadio News. First, here are the headlines. The special court is set to resume proceedings this morning in the trial of suspended first Vice President Dr. Riek Machar and his co-accused following a 5-day adjournment. More than 70,000 people have been displaced in Greater Pibor administrative area as persistent flooding continues to submerge homes, roads and key infrastructure, prompting local authorities to announce plans to relocate residents to higher ground. And community wrestling event intended to promote peace and cooperation in Jonglei State ended in violence on Saturday evening, with at least one person confirmed dead following clashes between rival groups in Bor Town, Jonglei State. These stories and more coming to in this news bulletin with me, Lasuba Memo, and now the news in detail. The special court is set to resume proceedings this morning in the trial of suspended first Vice President Dr. Riek Machar and his co-accused following a 5-day adjournment. Presiding Judge James Alala had ordered the break last Wednesday to give both parties sufficient time to prepare their cases, allow the court to review written submissions and reduce disruptions to the public's daily activities. The adjournment was welcomed by local observers who noted the positive impact on traffic and businesses near the court during the pause. Security remains tight around the court premises as the trial continues, with both sides expected to present additional arguments and responses in this high-profile case. More than 70,000 people have been displaced in Greater Pibor administrative areas. Persistent flooding continues to submerge homes, roads and key infrastructure, prompting local authorities to announce plans to relocate residents to higher ground. Officials say the situation has worsened in recent days due to heavy rainfall and overflowing rivers surrounding the area. The main market in Pibor has been submerged and critical road access has been washed away, cutting off movement and complicating relief efforts. The regional government has confirmed that it is developing a plan to move residents to safer, less flood-prone areas once the rainy season ends. Authorities say relocation will only be feasible during the dry season, when it becomes possible to assess and prepare suitable sites for resettlement. The flooding has affected all 7 counties within Greater Pibor administrative area. Local officials have issued repeated warnings advising residents to move at least 100 meters away from riverbanks to reduce risk as water levels continue to rise. Beyond displacement, the floods have devastated livelihoods, with farmland, livestock and household belongings lost to the rising waters. Many families are now seeking shelter on elevated ground, often without adequate food, clean water or medical supplies. Authorities are urging residents across the area to remain vigilant, especially at night when sudden surges of water have caught many off guard. Emergency response teams are continuing to monitor the situation and coordinate limited support, though access challenges remain a major hurdle. A community wrestling event intended to promote peace and cooperation in Jonglei State ended in violence on Saturday evening, with at least one person confirmed dead following clashes between 2 groups in Bor Town. According to local officials, the altercation broke out during a match between teams from Bor County and Ural East County held at a public ground in the heart of Bor. The violence involved members of the Nyara and Paria communities. While the exact cause of the confrontation remains unclear, tensions escalated quickly, leading to at least one fatality. In a separate incident, gunmen believed to be part of a local armed group known as the Red Belt allegedly opened fire on a convoy of government officials returning from the wrestling ground. Security personnel from the National Security Service responded, leading to a brief exchange of gunfire. No casualties were reported in that incident. Commissioner of Bor County Samuel Ateng Pech condemned both acts of violence and promised heightened security measures to prevent further escalation. Multiple sources in Bor say the actual death toll from the clashes may be higher than officially reported. Attempts to confirm additional details from the state officials, including the police and Ministry of Information, were unsuccessful as of Sunday evening. This is iRadio Morning News, and to the international scene, Namibia says it is sending in helicopters and hundreds of soldiers to battle a fire that has ravaged a third of a key nature reserve. Etosha National Park is one of Southern Africa's top tourist attractions, known for its vast salt pond that can be seen from space. It is also home to critically endangered black rhinos. The country's Environment Ministry believes the fire broke out on Monday at a charcoal production outside the park's borders. Almost a week on, it has spread into the park, killing at least 9 antelope and destroying wildlife habitats, as well as grazing pasture in Omosati and Oshana regions bordering Angola. At least 4 people have been killed and 8 others injured after a gunman drove a vehicle into a Michigan church, USA, opened fire and set the building ablaze, police have said. Officials said the attack on the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints in Grand Blanc, a town 60 miles northwest of Detroit, happened during a Sunday service attended by hundreds of people. The suspect, identified as Thomas Jacob Sanford, 40 years old, from Barton, Michigan, was later shot dead by police in the church car park. This is iRadio Morning News, and to end this bulletin, here is a recap of the headlines. The special court is set to resume proceedings this morning in the trial of suspended first Vice President Dr. Riek Machar and his co-accused following a 5-day adjournment. More than 70,000 people have been displaced in Greater Pibor administrative areas. Persistent flooding continues to submerge homes, roads and key infrastructure, prompting local authorities to announce plans to relocate residents to higher ground. And a community wrestling event intended to promote peace and cooperation in Jonglei State ended in violence on Saturday evening, with at least 1 person confirmed dead following clashes between 2 groups in Bor town. That's the end of iRadio Morning News. If there's a story or an event you'd like iRadio to cover or report about, please send us a text message at +211 925 287 It's also a WhatsApp number. Follow us on X at iRadio Juba, like our Facebook page iRadio, subscribe to our YouTube channel at iRadio South Sudan. You can also visit our website and listen to us online at www.iradio.org. Stay tuned for the news in Arabic at 8 o'clock. I am Lasuba Memo. Thank you for listening.